To make it very clear once again that, if you are opportune to give or to serve in that capacity, it must have been very Herculean task. First of all, you must be vetted by the police and the DSS. And of course, even my neighbors were asked to comment on me. So what has just happened, as I've said, is accepted wholeheartedly, and we thank Allah for the opportunity we had. However, as I always said, this country is our own. It's our own country, and we are to make it or mar it. This is very important. It's not the matter of Hudu being terminated, but what do we have in store for this country? As you may know, I have conducted the presidential and National Assembly elections in Adamawa State, and it all went well, without any problem. What happened later was what led us to make the inconclusive election of March 2023. There were some issues that, of course, compelled us. Local government had 21 constituencies for the House of Assembly elections. We have conducted 17 were remaining. And of course, there were some areas, 69 polling units from within the state, 69 polling units. And as usual, whenever there is any election, the REC has to make a comprehensive report on that particular election and send it to the headquarters, so that if there are some gray areas which must be addressed by the commission, the commission will have to give you the go-ahead. We have received also a report, and we are okay. The main issue that was 69 polling units, which we conducted we conducted the 69 polling units. Of all these recommendations, there is one very, very glaring recommendation, and that was during the election of the April or March elections. It came to my notice, my ICT head, Bala Aji, conducted himself not in a manner of a good civil servant or an honest civil servant as far as the election is concerned. One, he surrendered INEC documents, about 20,000 copies, to the governor of Adamawa State. We received a report, myself, the Commissioner of Police, and all the paramilitary agencies operating in Adamawa State. We went to that place. It's a private official's house of the governor. We went there, we knocked. It took us time to open that door. When the door was opened, we met the SSG and government officials, and of course some other people who are the government people. We met them working directly with these documents. This document the documents cover the whole of the state. So we wrote a report. This is what is happening. And not only that, Bala Aji misappropriated some of our vivas. He took them somewhere. And the worst of it, on the day of the election, Bala Aji, the ICDC head, he was busy dashing the officers handling the beavers. He was giving them money in foreign currency. He was giving them money in foreign currency. The report came to me. I was shocked, and to me, it's an abuse of his own responsibility. So I called him. Why do you do that? I packaged all what had happened, all the allegations against him, and poured it to the headquarters. No, I expected the headquarters to respond quickly, since that borders on vote buying. It amounts to vote buying. So they should have immediately come in and let us know what may be the next line of action. Most unfortunately, the report, the letter I had sent at that time, was swept under the carpet. This is one of the very unforgettable experience I have ever had. If I am as a retired permanent secretary who served for 35 years, and somebody committing this heinous and terrible offense is not attended. So to me, I feel it's a very serious business. So I just let it like that. For His Excellency, during that Iran election, he came from Madagali, his own local government. When he came from Madagali, he went straight to Fufure local government, straight ahead, in company of the Commissioner of Police, the Director SS, the SSG, and very top government officials. When they were there, my staff were arrested. My staff, a very senior lecturer at the Adamawa University, and my professor, Dr. Ahmed Hamaja, and my EO. So they were beaten. When they were beaten, they also arrested them as the governor. What made you to go to the collation center? I don't know the answer he gave. But I can remember very quickly, why was he there? At that time, the result sheets of that particular election, it was in the evening during the collation, and he was there. While we were in the collation center, there was a report to me, sent to me that someone had snatched away the result sheets for the Fufure. I say I should provide a replacement sheet. I asked the commissioner, was there any arrest? If there is any arrest, you cannot just tell me that somebody has snatched away. You see, on that day, it was when the collation was about starting. I was informed that these two national commissioners break their fast with the governor of Adamawa State. They broke their fast. And I believe there was no invitation sent. If there's any invitation to be sent to the national commissioner, it shall be via me. Well, at least I should know as the host. That was not done. And at the end of the day, we tried to maybe normalize issues, completed our collation on that day, and then these two national commissioners decided, I don't know what made them, they decided to pick fight with me. When they came, they had meeting with my own staff without my knowledge. It was my first signal of maybe there is no smoke without fire. You know? And let me not take much of our time. At that time, everybody was under pressure to get the incumbent governor declared winner. In fact, there was someone that said, if I did not declare him as the winner of the election, he will not guarantee my stay in Adamawa State. I said, before I came to Adamawa State, who guaranteed my security? It's only Allah. Is the one that guaranteed my security. So, from Yakubu to the national commissioners, everybody was under pressure so that Fintiri is returned. Because they were under pressure. Everybody, even some of them went there. They want their tenure to be elongated beyond 2023. So
Was that the reason why you decided to announce the result by yourself instead of the electoral officer?
Yes. Yes, thank you very much. When we had that experience, I called the returning officer, Professor Mele. I called him, I met him, this is what is happening. We should come and go to the designated collation center. He refused. Secondly, in the morning, I sent him a vehicle so that he should come. And maybe he's entertaining, somebody who has a divided mind will not be comfortable. And as far as election is concerned at Adamawa, I am in charge. Anybody come is to rendering help to me. So invariably, and the fact that after we had the inconclusive election, it was the practice there should never be another inconclusive. It has to be or not to be. So that's it. Let me share experience. And I have said I work retired, following the civil service rules and procedures. Whatever you do, you report. Whatever you do, you report. And when I have said in my letter on 29th of March, I wrote another one 20th of April after the declaration. We wrote it. And I wrote to the chairman, this is exactly what has happened. He accepted, like I said, we have the other one, and we wrote another one. I wrote like this one. The chairman, Independent National Electoral Commission, Zambezi Crescent, Abuja, report on the conduct of the supplementary election held on the 5th April 2023 in Adamawa State. I wrote this letter. It is very, very, very comprehensive. Very comprehensive. I will give you copies. When I wrote this letter, even a local government chairman, talk less of INEC, will look at it and see what exactly has happened. The letter was collected while I was there to get my own, you must get your own copy as acknowledgement. The letter was taken, it was received by INEC. When they look at it, and maybe there are some implications on their own side, this letter was returned to me and was said not accepted or not received. How can you say you received something and say not received? As I've said, even a local government chairman cannot conduct the business of a constitutional institution like INEC. This is a letter. And of course that marked the scenario, or the beginning. It says it's not received, and the letter is very explicit. I copied this letter as, you people should also learn it. That's the essence of sending a copy for any other person in the line in the organization or settle like the federal government. I wrote this letter to the chairman. He said not received. And fortunately for me, I sent this letter to to the Inspector General of Police, National Security Advisor, and Director General of the State Services, or Department of State Service. So the Inspector General invited me. Meanwhile, people were saying I vanished. I was no longer to be found. I ran away and said, he's here. No. Based on this letter, which was dated April 20th, 2023, the police invited me to Interpol headquarters on 5th May 2023. They invited me. On realizing that there was, my friend was saying there was an invitation sent by the police, I went on the 2nd of May. That is 2 days before the date. The police were made to state on our own side of the story, what had happened. This we did. Even the 2 national commissioners were invited. The chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmood, is also expected to respond to the issues in this letter. He, in fact, not expected, he must have responded. He did not. He did not respond to this letter up to this moment. When we came, he was very busy. The police invited him, but as usual, he refused. Instead, he was lobbying the police to implicate me in the report. What can you implicate? You have seen recently, if you send somebody like myself, there's any, the main issue at that then, the main issue was that there was a pecuniary interest, some money exchange, or many had exchanged hands, isn't it? This is what went over like I was tried by the media, which I have never, everybody knows that. Yeah, well, I collected 2 billion. Is it went in a sack of like a groundnut, in a sack like maize? Where do I? So we give my own side story. Yakubu refused. And up to this moment, I'm telling you, Yakubu refused. That's why they say received, not received. Honestly, to me, this will linger, will continue to linger in my psychology.
Do you still believe Binani